7 young men from South Korea made news this year for their comeback album and worldwide tour that has seen them making pit stops in North America, Mexico, and Europe. Their high-energy performance corresponds well with the screaming, excited audience, singing along with them to most songs, many of which are in their native Korean language. It doesn't matter. From Florida to El Paso, Mexico City to London to Paris, 50 to 80,000 strong sold-out stadiums ring with the sound of their fans, mostly female, wearing the merch and clasping the lighted balls. The only time I witnessed a somewhat sedate audience was in Palo Alto, California, where Bangtan, that is BTS, became only the second group to perform at the Stanford University's sports stadium. Coldplay were the first ones. There were conversations online, on Twitter, etc., between BTS fans known as ARMY as to why the Palo Alto concert goers were not as hyped as those in other cities. And most Twitterati agreed that it may have been because this is a university town, and concert goers were probably professors and students, some of whom may have been given free tickets. But BTS brought a lot of new business to local restaurants and gyms they frequented. The local Palo Alto network reporters only spoke to their Korean fan base about the big news of when they were coming, when they came, and when they left, making it seem like their appeal is limited to people from their homeland. But a closer look at the long lines waiting to buy t-shirts bearing the Arirang tour logo, or the audience, and a fairly diverse and non-Korean picture comes out. Mexico went all out to show BTS its love and contribution to Mexican economy. President Sheinbaum greeted them in National Palace and showed them the 50,000 fans waiting for just a glimpse of these 7 guys outside a balcony, overwhelming them and frankly giving me goosebumps. Over 3 nights, there were 150,000 attendees inside the venue, while approximately 35,000 were outside, singing along with the group. Goosebumps should also be felt whenever the Korean folk song Arirang's chorus plays as part of BTS song, because the entire crowd, full of people young and old, fluent in other languages, starts singing this Korean language anthem before RM shouts, "I need the whole stadium to jump." In Paris, French President Macron was seen holding the light bomb, called Army Bomb, with his wife, the First Lady, grooving and taking videos. BTS members end each performance by thanking the audience in their native language, while a translator is at hand too. These hard-working guys don't just have an army as fans, but an army working for them. That is a full team of a record company and agency that manages them and their careers, and endorsement deals and social media presence. A concert by BTS in a city means a mini cottage industry mushrooms overnight around tourism and travel, service industry, logistics, lodging and restaurants, ticketing and merchandise. BTS bring people to a city as opposed to just bringing people to their concert. Visitors shop and explore local attractions. Small local businesses flourish. The phenomena is known as BTSnomics, and it is compared to a company's or country's GDP. Hyundai Research Institute estimated in 2018 that BTS contributed $3.6 billion annually to South Korean economy. Another well-sourced article estimates that they account for 70% of the total revenue generated by their agency HYBE. Billboard said that their 79-date comeback tour will make more than $1 billion. The best part is just the simple joy and festival-like atmosphere wherever they perform. Their songs about mental health, hate crimes, identity, and self-love have given people hope, especially youngsters all over the world, but especially in their own country where youth suicide is rampant. A 2025 study done by Boston University School of Medicine that appeared in Journal of Preventive Medicine found that suicide rates in South Korea in adolescents ages 10 to 19 and in young adults, ages 20 to 29, have increased in 8 years, from 2015 to 2023, especially in females. And many fans say that their music helped them. It's easy to dismiss impact as fake or artificially produced by saying paid influencers or bots pump up the algorithms, but there is no CGIing this audience. The fashion, accessory and grooming choices of Jin, V, Jungkook, Jimin, J-Hope, RM, Suga, their likes in certain food, drink, makeup and skincare, jewelry, clothes, video games, anime, and various sponsorships is followed and copied by millions worldwide. The group's live Weverse conversations available on YouTube with English translations are rapidly lapped up, dissected and quoted. South Asian descent fans even asked Taehyung, aka V, in a recent Q&A on X, when he is coming to Pakistan, India, and Bangladesh. On Pakistan, he was like, "Only if you get me biryani and karahi." This convo is translated from Korean and is taken from X accounts that reproduce the convo. So I cannot independently verify this, but the X accounts are genuine followers of all things BTS. Since BTS has a direct connection to its fandom, their on-tour activities are tame by comparison to Western rock and rollers and their hell-raising groupies. Poor Jungkook made 3 short videos showing his tough routine from when a concert ends to when the next day's concert starts. If the members are in public, they are in a tight circle of security and managers, whether on top of Eiffel Tower or in a bowling alley. Most of all, they have managed to maintain discipline, humility, and image for 13 long years with no major report of bad behavior, internal strife, jealousies, temper tantrums, addictions, or monetary scandals, which can upend the career of a South Korean performer, indeed any entertainer. West, of course, doesn't have a boy band that has survived this long, without controversy, with song and dance skill and stamina intact, with the guys getting prettier and handsomer with age, looking and sounding better than ever. BTS have also maintained professionalism as their individual careers and separate brand identities grow. There are frequent news reports on the strict management style of Asian companies that performers must adhere to. Maybe mean stories about their off-camera behavior will come out one day, but for now, they bring joy and money wherever they go. They just boycotted the biggest and most prestigious award show in the music industry, simply because they feel that as one of the biggest draws in the world, they deserve to play in the big league categories of Best Album, Best Artist, and Record of the Year 2026, and not a regional fringe category of Asian pop music performance. Expect this to be a talking point as Grammys 2027 roll out. Expect their decision to make some noise. So that's one way to give meaning to your life and making your moment under the sun count.